All right, this is the next episode in saving this little pressure washer engine and putting it on I think what was a Murray deck. And the blade was a challenge. I ended up had to change out the adapter because this adapter, this standard there's a lot of metal in there between there and the base. So this adapter is going to ride lower on the mower than this type. Instead of being with this one, there's about this much metal in there. With this circular one, there's about that much metal in there before you get to the blade. And so if I would have used this adapter, it would have been right down here and the blade would have been below the deck. And so it's close, it's very close now, but I've got it where I think it's about right. As you can see, I've got that edge of the deck over there, this edge of the deck here in line with the picture, and that blade is right flush with it, or maybe just barely above it or below it. So I think it'll be safe. I wish I had the little flat blade that is more flush with the adapter, because these blades come down just a little, not a lot, but you know, when you're talking about tolerance as much as I have here with the edge of this deck, it makes a difference. And so I'm using a 20-inch blade because that's what it won't take a 21. I got a bunch of those. I had one little 20-inch blade. Now the problem is that it is the bow tie type of blade. And what I mean by that is it looks like that. And so when you've got just a circular, just a circular adapter on here, that the only thing that's holding this on is the strength of the torque of the screw and this little washer I've got on there. And I did use a breaker bar to make sure that son of a gun is on there tight. But even with that, see, this blade is going to move. It's going to move around on that type of adapter because it's not locked in with that bow tie. So what you have to do is find something to stabilize it. And so what I do is I get a lock washer that fits right in there, and I drop it in the center of that blade, and that'll stabilize it on the blade screw. And so underneath this round washer, there is a lock washer in the center of that bow tie that fits very snug, and that's going to stabilize this blade from moving around either this way or that way. So that's what I had to do, and I wish I had a flatter blade with a single hole in the center and not the bow tie, but I just don't have one, so I'm using what I have. Then I've got my two mounting bolts, washers here and two here. I've got three up there, and everything looks like it's pretty locked in. So that's where we are. I think I'll be pulling the cord on this thing pretty soon to see if this pressure washer engine is going to become a lawnmower. All right, stay tuned.